It's your main Manny, and I'm here with like the cutest dog in the world, Cleo. And now, believe it or not, folks, Cleo's like sometimes does some crazy stuff. She almost will give you a heart attack if you walk into the owner's house unattended when nobody's there. But we're working with her on her remote collar. This is like the second time we've worked with her on it. The remote is at number 4. We're going to be tapping it until she completes the command. With the Pro Educator, the way we typically have this set up, these 2 buttons are going to do the exact same thing. This button does vibrate, which we're not using in this session, and this button is going to do ramp or some sort of corrective level. Okay, but we're just using these 2 black buttons here. Now we're at number 5 or number 4. You can see Cleo. It doesn't seem like she's feeling it. I think she's feeling it. It's at number 9. I'm turning it down to number 7. She might be hearing the sound box. Let's see, we'll turn it up. So I'm going to move the fur out of her neck here and see about... This remote's too loose. Remote's way too loose. Okay. So what was originally going to be a video talking about remote collar intro is actually a video talking about fitment of these remotes, guys. This is so common that the remote is not on tight enough or the fur is not moved out of the way. So it's super important that you have the remote collar on tight enough that the electrodes are actually making contact on the dog's neck. So I just made it a little bit tighter here, and I moved some of the fur out of the way. Let's see where she's at now. We turned off the sound box. So this is really a lesson on fitting the collar and finding the working level. So you can see she's feeling that at 9 now. 7, 5, 3, 5, okay, 3, okay, she's feeling it at 3 now. I know it looks like she's suffering, guys. This is a very low level of stimulation. It's out of 100. Okay, so 3, this is like a working level for her. 2, I don't think she feels 2, but 3. She's... Cleo, come. Yeah, so she's feeling it at 3. So her working level is 3. Realize what we had to do is tighten the neck. We had to move the contacts to the point where they're right on the side of the neck here, pull the fur out of the way, tighten the collar, and then we found out her working level is at 3, folks. It's super important that the working level is not a level that upsets the dog, is not a level that distracts the dog, it's not a level that is noticeably uncomfortable to the dog. It is simply a level of stimulation that is as annoying as if you were to tap me on the shoulder when I'm eating dinner. Hey man, someone's at the front door, Eric. You got to go answer the door. Oh, okay. But if you're seeing any sort of startling or the dog's like startled or uncomfortable, that's not a working level. That's too high. It's very important you work the dog at a very low level first, so they have a good association with a very low level of remote collar, and that way you're not going to have to always use it at a high level. But if you make it normal to use this thing at like 10, the dog's going to always expect you're using it at 10. Versus if I use it at level 2, and then I turn it up to 10, the dog is going to know, oh man, that's a contrast. Usually I'm at this very low level, and now I feel it's a little more intense. So it is important that you get the working level right. So let's just end this video here. And I know the intention was to have it be a different video, but the video is what happened, which is the working level. It can change. Okay. Realize she's at 3 right now. She might be at 4 or 5 another time. Realize it's highly dependent on how excited the dog is, how sensitive the dog is when they are feeling this. She's been getting corrected recently, so she's really sensitive to this. Not with me here in this video, but with her owner like yesterday. Okay, and then also like how much fur is in the way, how tight is the collar on, like all these things combined to let us know what the working level is, and with her right now it's 3, okay? But you could see earlier, I was at 12, 13, 14, she wasn't feeling anything, okay? So many times, folks, we're not having the remote on tight enough, it's not making contact, and the dog doesn't learn the remote at a low level. Okay, I'll see you next time, folks. Take care.